today on the channel. As you can see in the description below, we got some quarter panel armor for the ZJ. This is by Aries Fabrication. I'll put that where we got it in the link below, and a link below. If you want to come over here, we'll kind of show you what it looks like. This is going to be a video about how we prep it and paint it before we install it. But we can kind of see what it looks like and work with it. Sorry about the background noise. We're on the street, so there's some stuff we have to take off, like a 4x4. We're going to fix that. That's fine. It goes right here. It kind of just strengthens the side of the vehicle and protects it a little bit more. It does come with a plate that actually goes over the fuel door, but I don't know if we're going to use that yet. We're kind of trying to decide if it's going to look good or not. We're going to paint it black to kind of give us some contrast with the body, and we do have our CB mount over here that we're going to have to relocate. You want it over here? We had this put on here, but we're going to have to take it off and kind of relocate it. We're going to put it on the bumper with a few extra things back there to fill in this void that we're going to have in future videos that we have plans. If you can kind of guess what that's going to be. But yeah, if you want to follow along in the video, I don't know if we're going to make this a couple parts, but we're going to get it done and show you kind of how our step-by-step and how to install it and take apart the inside of the body and get this bolted up. Alright? So here we got it hung up to kind of start. We're going to sand it down and then clean it with some cleaner and prime it before we paint it. And you're going to kind of see how we do that in a second. So here we're going to sand it a little bit. You kind of want to just rough it up, give it a nice little, you don't sand too much, just give it something for the primer to bond with. As you can see right here, if you want to get a little closer, just give it a couple little scratches all along, everywhere. After you do this, you just clean it, make sure there's no debris. We want the best bond possible, because this is kind of not a temporary install. So prep is key when you're painting. We are going to be using spray paint, so you want to prep it very well to get it to kind of bond with the surface of the metal, because spray paint, everybody knows that if you don't prep it very good, it'll start peeling. So we'll get back when I'm done sanding and kind of show you. We're going to clean it up and then throw some primer on here. We are going to actually paint front and rear. If you don't paint the rear on these, it's going to start rusting behind it, and you don't really want that. It's going to start dripping rust out the back. Probably going to peel, so you want to actually prep both sides, get it painted on both sides, just so you have that protection, and you don't get that rust buildup in the back. I do want to actually put some silicone around the holes when we install it, so we don't get any water that builds up at the back. It actually gets through these bolt holes and goes inside the vehicle It's just some extra precaution to kind of prep it to get it where it doesn't leak. But yeah, I'm just going to continue sanding this, and we'll get back to you when we're ready for primer. Good?
Yeah.
Alright, so now we're going to actually clean it. So all we got is really some brake cleaner right now to get it clean. Usually you want to use an automotive paint cleaner on these, but you know, we're kind of on a budget until you guys start subscribing and watching our videos a little bit more. So we're going to get it clean with some brake cleaner on there. Take all those the debris from actually the metal flakes and everything, so we get a better bond going on here. It's pretty easy, just spray it, wipe it down. You kind of see all the little metal flakes coming off. With this, I'm going to do it a couple times just to make sure we get it off, because we really want these panels to last. The only flaking we want to have happen is when we actually rub it up against a tree or something on the paint, and then it'll be a reason for the paint to come off and not just our ill preparation on these.
And most of the work that we do on all of our cars is actually done in the backyard. So if you're struggling, saying that you need more room to do what you want to your car, you really don't. I made things happen with the bare minimum, so anything's possible.
Yeah, I just got access to a shop sometimes, so that's a couple of our videos. That's actually my job for my work right now. I do mechanics for a living, but yeah, sometimes we can use that shop, so sometimes we'll be there. Most of the time we'll be here in the backyard. We did do a trip up to Reno, Nevada the other weekend with the Jeep. I might be able to throw up a little clip of the snow we went through, actually going over the pass in Reno. But we're new to this YouTube stuff, and we didn't really film well enough, so I didn't really want to post it. That was going to be our next video, but it just didn't work out. We actually got this armor. This is kind of a project with us too. Since I previously owned the Jeep, I kind of still love the vehicle. I just couldn't have two projects at the time. And actually, Brandon, the owner now, he was going through probably a Jeep every year, fixing them up and then selling them. And this one was kind of already built. I put a lot of money into it, put in the axles and everything, and that's kind of what the videos were about before, is kind of showing you what we've already done to it, or I already did to it before he kind of took it over. And now we're just going to keep on going with it and try to fix it up a little bit more. And we actually drove it 500 miles the other weekend without any issues. Even my Rubicon, I broke a sway bar link going off-road that weekend. Very minor, but just the Grand Cherokee didn't even break at all. But also, you know, if you want to see more things, I mean, we have the TJ that we can work on. We also have friends with some Cherokee that we can start showing installs and videos and that stuff. And we have my Rubicon that I have stuff going on. I'm just finishing up an onboard air system that I actually didn't videotape because I had a snow trip that I was trying to get to, and I just kind of threw it in there really fast. I still have to finish the wiring on it. So, I mean, I could show you how I wire it up onto my switch panel that I have on there. If you guys want to see that, it's kind of a couple things that we can show. We're kind of new to this, so we're just trying to figure it out as we go and kind of see what you guys want us to do, and kind of show you what we got going on.
You know, it would have been great if we started filming with the motor rebuild.
Oh yeah.
Because that guy up there is actually a 4.6 stroker, and it was down for about 1.5 years after I blew it up. If I have the piston around here, I'll find it and show you guys. But I blew up the skirt on piston number 3. The block was unscathed, no scratches, no nicks are in it. But it took us about after we wanted to start building it, it probably took us about 3 weekends just to get the motor rebuilt. But in the time in between, it was probably about a year or so. But it's super torquey. It I don't know, it has a stage 2 cam in it, so it has like a little lobe to it.
What brand did you go with on that build?
I went with the Cleggs. It was their stage 1 stroker kit. I didn't bore it out. It was just the rods, pistons, and then they had a stage 2 cam that went with it. And so far it was pretty good, but we still can't get it to pass smog right now. Got 2 check engine lights, one for they're both evap related, so it's just been sitting, until we get it figured out. But until then, we'll keep working on the ZJ. Once that's kind of ahead of our schedule, then we'll start working on this little guy.
And we also could actually show you kind of how to diagnose the evap issue. It could be just a line that's kinked, that we accidentally kinked when we put in the engine, or just from it sitting so long. It is a 97. No,
it's a 98.
98 TJ. It's been so long since I've owned it. But it could be just a bad line, old line that's cracked or something. Before I even I sold it to him, it was sitting because actually the axles that are under the ZJ were supposed to go under that one. But I decided, because I blew up the rear ring of pinion when it had 35s on it, when I was off-roading it, and you know how that goes with those 35s in the rear. With that Dana 35, it just doesn't handle it very well when you're off-roading, especially with that torquey inline 6. Yeah, it was sitting for a long time, and it just could be that issue. But we can also show you that if you guys want to start diagnosing the evap issues and trying to get it smaller. Those would be some good videos that watching those solve things like that. Yeah, let's get back to this project. That's kind of some of the stuff we're going to be working on with this channel. Let's get through this video first. Actually, let's show you. We're actually going to put some primer on this. I just finished cleaning it. We just got some flat gray primer right here. We're going to prime front and rear. Get this all shaken up because we don't want it to be. But we're gonna prime front and rear. I don't know if we're gonna paint the rear, but we're definitely gonna clear coat the rear because we want to have it sealed in the back. Like I was saying, we don't want it to start rusting back here, so we really want it to actually be sealed, so we can actually prevent it from rusting. So here we throw on a primer. I just like to do nice even strokes, about 6 inches away. Very light coats at first. Actually. A lot of wind right now. We're just gonna start with the front. Get this painted, and then move on to the rear. So we have it primed already. We just did light coats throughout the piece of metal, and then we're actually probably just going to paint the front, and then on the edges and a little bit on the back, because you just don't really need to paint on the back. You're going to kind of see how just a heavy coat on the front, and then we're going to put clear coat on the front and the back, just to kind of seal in the primer in the back. And get everything go together. But this, you just need to, the wind's blowing a little bit, so it's just spinning around in circles, but just like the primer, to keep it smooth and even. As you can see, it turned out really good with this is spray paint. Actually zoom in a little bit. Turned out really good with the primer, just even. But we're going to kind of do the same concept with the black paint, just even coats from a good distance away. I usually say 6 to maybe 12 inches away. That's how I kind of do it. Everybody has their own way of spray painting stuff, but get it flowing first, and just nice even strokes. You could even leave it like that. Make it look like a cloud camo.
That'd be cool.
Yeah. Chasing it.
Uh-oh. With the helpers coming out.
I hear the helpers. I hear the helpers are here. It's kind of like a dance, especially when you have it hung up like this.
Oh.
Yeah, as you can see.
Oh, hold on. We gotta make sure that they're happy.
Yeah, but as you can see, just some nice even strokes. Keep it going like that, and then we'll do another coat after it dries and another coat until it's fully covers it, and let it dry, and then we're going to throw on some primer. But we'll get back to you. It's going to be a little bit noisy now that the kids are out here falling over. But yeah.
Yeah, there he goes. It's like I'm dancing with you, trying to keep up with you.
Yeah. always want to shake it every once in a while. Keep that paint mixed in the can. Sometimes it wants to separate a little bit.
You know, be really neat is as soon as we mount them, we put lights behind the Aries so that lights up.
Well, that's a good idea. It'll still be the color of the car.
Well, if we put colored lights,
Yeah. Little LED.
make those my turn signals for the rear.
Yeah. Little marker lights. Make cops want to look at it.
Yeah.
Oh, let's go. Oh. Come here. Come here.
It's looking so fancy.
Oh.
See my reflection in it.
And now spray paint looked so good. Right? As long as you keep this stuff consistent. Yep, now. Looks good.
Is that empty yet? No.
Need one of those little handles.
Oh no, I should have bought one.
My finger's getting tired. And we're probably not gonna show you the next one. I mean, it's the same procedure. And you probably just don't want to watch it anyways. But I'll show you the finished product on this one. Before we start clearing, and then after, we're using a semi-gloss black. Just trying to match the bumpers a little bit. You don't want it to be too shiny. I was actually thinking satin, but I forgot about the satin actual finish before we got this. So it's going to be semi-gloss. I think satin looks a little bit closer to where are those bumpers? They're powder coated. I think satin looks a little bit closer to this powder coat finish. But this shouldn't be too far off.
It'll be the shiniest part on my car.
Yeah, it's looking hard.
Yeah.
Nice. Definitely the newest looking part. Yeah, it's looking good. Here you're gonna get a little bit of orange feel. But that's okay, it doesn't even look perfect.
Yeah. Super fancy.
That's kind of what it's gonna look like. Kind of can see. I'm just gonna throw a little bit more coat on it.
That is hella shiny because you can see me standing in the.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
Yeah, we should have
super.
went with satin, but you know, it'll have that that bling. Maybe have to repaint the bumpers.
But yeah, that'll be another day.
Yeah,
Once upon a time.
because those are kind of old and not so shiny these days. Or just rub a little WD-40. That's a little, trick of the trade. Make your bumpers or your gray fender flares actually shine up a little bit. Just get a little WD-40 and rub it on there, and we'll thank you later. And yeah, we'll finish this one up and then we'll get back to you when we actually get a quick coat. I already feel the black spray paint from the wind all over me, so let me get this finished before it starts doing a hurricane. So now we're gonna do the finishing touch. We're actually gonna put a matte finish, clear coat on there. Just kind of dull it down a little bit and kind of get that shine away. To kind of match the other components. Okay, I don't know. Me, I want it to look good. Other people just kind of, they'll put it on and let it rest on the side, but I kind of want it to look good until we mess it up. But yeah, this one you want to be a little bit more consistent because it is the final coat. So you kind of want to go over it consistently and get it even surface for the clear coat.
So we were able to see the reflection before you sprayed it. So let's see if there's a really big reflection once we're done putting this on with the matte. So I don't know if you guys are from around the area. We have the Jelly Belly factory that is about half an hour away. I don't know if you guys ever mess with clear coat, but if you ever took the tour inside the Jelly Belly factory, it smells exactly like clear coat. So it gets you wondering what they're really made of.
Still a little shiny.
Yeah. We'll just go down the road a few miles, let the dust get on it, it'll dull out. Yeah, it's still pretty shiny. I can still see. Oh, it's not as shiny now. I can't see the reflection like dead on. Just kidding, the sun came out right there. Yeah. Yep, let's strip it and start over.
20 different types of paint on my hands.
Makes it look like you were doing something.
I think we got another circle one. Back, I'm not gonna really care so much. Just gonna get the seal.
Oh, look who decided to join us. Oh, she's running away. She don't want to be part of it. She's hiding. Oh, yeah, look at that. We will get her eventually in these videos because the TJ is hers and we're going to get her to talk about it whether she likes it or not. Technically.
She just drives it. She actually has a Toyota 4Runner as her daily. But that's going to change when we get that thing smaller. It's just on the back burner right now because I need to get my smoke machine so I could test the evap system on there and find out where that evap leak is. Yeah, we should have done that. It would look rugged.
What?
Just the gray and black?
Eh.
What do you think, guys? Oh, stop. Some gray and black camo. Oh. Or just black. Let me know down in the comments what you like better. We were actually thinking about, because the wheels are kind of like a khaki color. Oh. This is khaki, right?
Yeah. Jake from State Farm.
Camouflage, khaki color. We're actually almost at this color. Also, we were thinking about color matching it to the paint, but we decided this would look a little bit better. Give some contrast on the vehicle. So, a little bit black. You know, everybody goes really undecisive about what they want to do. They just paint it black.
Yeah, black is faster, so.
And it's easier to fix when you mess it up.
Yeah, I think you got most of the overspray on me. My fingers are sticky.
I'm sticky too. It's the wind. It's super sticky. But yeah, that's what it looks like. We'll let it dry, kind of show you. We'll just get that one done. I don't know if I'm going to add this to the video of the install or just kind of post this one up there and put a part 2 for the install. But we'll go from there and kind of see when I want to do it. Just really depends on how long, because I'm going to have to edit this one. How long it takes to edit and how long it takes for us to get some time to pretty much find some time to install these. We do work 2 full-time jobs, so these videos are kind of on the side. So we'll go back to you. We'll show you the finished project. Maybe do a little montage, or is it montage? The thing at the end, kind of show you what it looks like. But I think that's what you call it. so I can maybe practice my editing skills, because it's been a while. I did start this channel 3 years ago, and those edits weren't even that good. But yeah, hopefully you guys can come on this little journey with us, and we'll start posting more. We're just trying to find some time in between working, and Brandon over here has 2 kids, one little monster that likes to run around now. But yeah, we'll get back to you. I'll show you the finished result, and let me know how you think in the comments below. Thanks.